And hello, if we don't know each other and you're joining for the first time, I am Nina. So big hello to you today. Very excited to be coming live. Going live has been something that I have just started again. Last week, actually, I broke the seal and said that I would be back in with a few thoughts leading up to the end of the year. So true to my word, here I am, and it's so good. I think I feel a bit dusty, not having been live for, I guess, the best part of maybe a year or a year and a half, in the social media space, that is, doing plenty of stuff other places. So yeah. So the one thing that I would just share today is that I think so often at the end of the year, there is this compulsion to need to, finish. There's one or two of two things. You have the people putting in this huge last minute effort to finish the year strong and smash it out and all those things. And then you've got another camp, which is like, oh my gosh, I'm just cooked. Like, I'm done. I'm just crawling to the finish line and everything in me is just taking one step after the other, trying to get there. What if there was a third way? What if there was a third way that wasn't super intense, and like scurried and hurried and frenzied, all those adjectives, nor was it like completely like just checked out and just can't do? What about if it was the whole bringing a presence of, oh my gosh, gliding, this is going to be okay, I've got this, amazing things are around the corner? Because I believe they are. Every year for the last maybe 6 or 7 years, have taken a really long break at Christmas. I have finished in middle to late December, and usually turned on the email autoresponder for a good 6 weeks or so, because I typically do not like to have any fixed commitments before my kids are well and truly settled back into school. This year, however, I feel differently. Not only do I mean, like all of you, I'm ready for a rest. Absolutely. And I love that this time of the year more schedules things into our calendar for us to be able to take some downtime, knowing that everybody else is taking downtime and we're not, missing anything it's fabulous that everybody takes downtime together. I love it. And yeah, the last few weeks for me, like many of you, have been a blur, like not so much on like work and business. That part is beautiful and it's cruisy and it's like just lovely and it's energizing. Just on the pure logistics of having 5 kids, finishing schools with all the, ceremonies and this and that and the other, just inherently is a lot. So I am absolutely ready for a rest. I'm ready for a break from the school routine, and I'm ready to just curl up and watch Christmas movies like many of you, go for walks and just relax. However, I don't have this, oh my gosh, like completely exhausted, I just need to reset everything that I have done in previous years, which have come from, having a really big year of doing things. But there's also a sense for me of like, I've taken my foot off the accelerator early this year. And I feel like even though logistically it's been a bit of a, it's been big on the family front with medical stuff and do things like that, just generally in life, I feel like there's been an ease and gliding around that. So I actually feel in a really good place to come back in January. And the reason that I really want to do that this year is because I see some really big shifts around the corner that are happening. So usually every year people take the holiday break, then they start in January and it's like rinse and repeat what we did last year and set the strategy. And, in the case of marketing, let's just get into, reactivate everything, or do we need to, tweak, or what are we going to do? And in the last 6 months, so much has changed. So much has changed to the point where it's not even about just tweaking or optimizing anymore. It's really about, for many, many organizations, and that's, individuals, it's small business, even large enterprise that I'm working with. They also are seeing such massive shifts societally that it means in our marketing, we need to adapt as well. And if we want to get our message out, if we want to be heard, and if we actually want to connect, and what does even connection look like in this time? And what is the purpose of wanting to connect? These are the really big questions that we need to ask and we need to think about before jumping into activity that's going to create noise and keep us busy. So I feel like so much is changing. I feel compelled and like within such a joyful way to come back in January and share and unpack a lot of these fresh insights, which I already have. They build on my insights report, and I'm soon going to be releasing the 2023 insights report, potentially before the end of the year. But if not, then in the new year. And then we'll go into this beautiful marketing activation series in the middle of January, which is like perfect, beautiful time just for everyone to have that rest and relaxation. But then before the busyness of the year starts, really having a reset and reframe, looking at what's working now in the marketplace, on the different, platforms, and how social media is changing, and the role generally in marketing and communication is changing a lot. There's so much changing, and there's so I don't want us to go into it with a place of, there's so much to do. I want us to go into it with what's the thing that I can do that is the most highly leveraged thing for me or for my organization, and we do that. And so I'm running this 3-day activation series where one day we'll focus on brand, one day we'll focus on content, one day we'll focus on systems, and it'll be like a state of the nation, what's happening in each of those areas, along with a short activation. And that's going to actually help you getting your focus in the right area and really help you understand and make sense of and interpret what's going on, and also think about how to apply that to your own circumstances. And that's something that we're going to do together as a group. And so it's going to be a beautiful place of community. So yeah, there's a bunch of you who are already coming along to that, and I'm really, really thrilled to see you. If you're not already booked in, there is an early bird rate for December, until the 22nd. On the 23rd, the price goes to the regular price, which is still amazing value for what it is. So the early bird price is 122. Then it goes up to 223 in preparation for 2023. So it's going to be amazing, and such extreme value in there. And I am really going to show up big time over those 3 days and have an amazing experience with everybody who is part of that. So there'll be recordings. There will also be chat throughout. There'll be chat in between the sessions. There'll be community. There'll be application. There'll be implementation. There'll be beautiful conversations taking place. And I want to create something really, really amazing that's going to just, rather than thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm going to do marketing again, and it just comes from an energy depletion space, right? My firm belief is that we find ways to do marketing that actually energizes us, that brings joy, especially if you are one of those blessed people who is a face of a business and you get to market yourself. You're a personal brand. So speaking of which, over the break, I will be also working on my book, Marketing Me, which it's all sitting here and in different places. And I really want to pull that together, this beautiful thing, and put that out into the world, because I know that that's going to bless so many of you as well. So anyway, that is my live update for today. I may see you later in the week. But for now, like I said, I'm just getting the dusty off again and doing a few live streams before the year is out. So if you watch this, please let me know. Either you can drop me a comment or just something on the video, or even send me a direct message. It's really, really great to see you all again. And for me, this is about a 2-week conversation. So there was anything in there that I said that lit you up or you were curious about, let's comment below and we can keep that going as well and unpack that. So great to see you all. If you register, there'll be just go to my website. There's links all over that for the event series, ninachristian.com/2023. Super easy. And that way you don't have to you can just glide through the rest of the year knowing that there's not really a whole lot to do or happening over these weeks anyway, but that you have something set for the beginning of the year that is actually going to energize you and bring freshness and spark to your world and to your marketing and to you personally. I believe it's going to be a deeply enriching experience as well. So that's it from me. If you want to join me, I'd love to see you. And otherwise, it's just been great to hang out. And thanks for watching the live. And I will see you again soon.